everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and today we're going to make a Christmas tree out of a cardboard cone. I paid $2.49 for this, but it was part of the Christmas sale that Hobby Lobby was having, so I got it for 40% off. This comes in 3 different sizes. This is the biggest one, and today I am going to cover it with this great yarn I got also at Hobby Lobby. This was $7. I have no idea how far it's gonna go. So we're gonna try it. I did buy some, that's Carl. I did buy some wooden stars, three or four different sizes in a big package that I got from Amazon. And of course I forgot to put them out here. So I plan on gluing one on the top that I think will really finish this off nice. All you're gonna need is these 2 things and your hot glue gun. And for me, I need these little silicone finger things because yes, I have a tendency to fry the bejeebers out of my fingers. And it's funny because I'll have 3 of these on and I'll burn a finger that doesn't have one on. So I guess the hardest part of this, and you'll need scissors. The hardest part of this is starting, and I was gonna start at the bottom, but then I think it'll look funky at the top. It's gonna be easier to hide my end of my yarn at the bottom. So if I start just here, let's see if you can see that. I'm just gonna like cover over the top like that, and then start going around. So let me get a little bit started. And I plugged my glue gun in a while ago, so it should be nice and hot. Okay, so you're just gonna like put it on the edge like that. Let it sit there for a minute. And I have this on the low setting, and get my finger out of the way. It's got a high and a low, which is perfect because some things only call for low melt. Like if you're gluing something to styrofoam, and the styrofoam will melt if the glue's too hot. So you need it on a lower setting, and this baby does both, and it's only $11, so perfect. So okay, I've got it glued there, and I think I'm just gonna lop it over to cover the point, and then I'm gonna start going around. So let me glue the opposite side, and I'm gonna put see, I'm using fingers that don't have the silicone sleeve on, so that's how I burn myself. Let's hold that on there a second. Okay, so I just have the top covered, both sides. See if you can see that. And now we're gonna start just going around. So I'm going to put my glue on a little at a time because I'm not quite sure how much I'm gonna need. Okay, and I'm sure I probably won't get it perfect the first time, but that's okay. This yarn is fuzzy enough that it'll cover just great. I also want to get some baby pink, the real light dusty pink, and do some of these also, because I think these would be adorable in a pink nursery, or say you're a female and you live alone and you want your house all feminine, then by all means have pink Christmas trees. All right, so I'm just twisting as I go around, hoping to not have any gaps in there. You want to be real careful to make sure you get it all glued without gaps. So far so good. And look how quickly this is going. Geez, only been a few minutes. I'm not quite sure what time I started. All right, and I'm just going to keep gluing around in a spiral, just a little at a time, and I'm pulling it tight because I don't want it droopy for what I'm doing. I mean, you can glue strings, you can have it droopy for other things, but for the look I'm going for right now, I don't want it droopy. I love Christmas trees. I have so many of them that I decorate for Christmas, but then I also like trees the little ones, the silver ones especially, all over my house. I like to decorate tabletops. Even my bathroom has a Christmas tree. My guest bathroom and my master bathroom has a Christmas tree, because who doesn't want to sit in the bathtub and look at a Christmas tree? I want to. Okay. Wow, this is so plush. Wouldn't this be amazing if you made a sweater out of it? Oh my gosh, it would be like this big. You know what? Look what I did. I used that end instead of the end that was on the inside. Well, what not to do? So I have to take this sleeve off. I didn't even look at that. I pulled this out of the center, but I didn't realize it was the actual going around. If you knit or crochet or work with yarn, you know that you always want to use the one inside, and I'm sure there's one in there. So we'll just have to go around the outside with this one. Okay, see where I ended? I want to keep putting glue around in a spiral. I am getting so excited for Christmas. I would do Christmas videos all year if you let me. It's so funny because I think I'm the only one in my family. Well, I know I am, because it's just me and my sister. She's not near as crazy about Christmas as I am. I would have Christmas up all year long. I just get so excited when Christmas is in the stores and Christmas shows are on. Now I know I could pop in one of my DVDs, because I have a whole Christmas selection of DVDs, and play at any time, but it's nothing like when it's actual time. Let's see. Okay. Now here in Florida, you don't get the cold with it, which is okay. I'm good with that. But the first couple years, it was kind of funny. It felt funny decorating for Christmas when it was 80 degrees outside. But I tell you, putting up Christmas lights outside is way better in this weather than it was up north, because, oh my gosh, it's cold and miserable. And then after Christmas, when you had to take them down and it was even colder and more miserable. No, it's so much nicer here. And we like to go for a walk around our neighborhoods to look at all the Christmas lights. It's kind of nice. All right, trying to keep the glue strings to a minimum. I have it on the low setting, so I'll probably get more than I want. Okay, just making sure I don't have any bare spots. And you could probably go back with a shorter piece of yarn and cover up your bare spots. I have also made Christmas trees out of sheet music. You burnt the finger that doesn't have the silicone on it. Dang it, every single time. I make Christmas trees with sheet music. What I do is I cut strips of the music staff and the notes, and then I cut along the edge to make a fringe, and then I glue the strips around, and it turns out so cute. And you don't have to use actual sheet music. You can download sheet music from Google. It doesn't have to actually be a whole song, but just download the pictures of sheet music and then print those out and use them. It might be a little bit more money because you have to have your printer ink and all that, but I have a number of old hymnals that were falling apart that were given to me, and I cut those apart for that. Hymnal pages are the best, especially if you're cutting out a Christian song that pertains to whatever you're using it for, like Silent Night for Christmas. or an Easter song. You know, I use the pages for a lot of different things. Oh, look at this. This is turning out so beautiful. I might even, stop, I might even spray it with a little spray glue, or maybe do some dots of glue and put glitter on there. Just real slight to make it, I need another glue stick to make it sparkle just a little bit. Make sure you have plenty of glue sticks on hand, because this does take quite a bit. And I noticed that you can kind of see in there just a little, I have it in there nice and tight. Let's see if I put it that way. But see, you can see a little bald spot right in there. You might be able to just fluff it over like that. See it now? You don't see it at all. Or if it's too big, throw another piece of yarn in there. Just tuck it. You can also make these cardboard cones. Now this was $2.49, so it's a little pricey. But if you buy poster board and then just roll it, I think there's a way to cut to cut it and then roll it into a cone. I'd have to look at it, but I'm sure there's a way to do that, to make your own cardboard cones. Now I plan on selling these at our local church bazaar. Why not? They're fun to make, and I don't need a lot of them, but I like to make a lot of them. So I will probably have these for that. I take a lot of my projects that I've made throughout the year. I can't keep everything. And some I give away, and some I sell at bazaars. All right. Why they call it a bazaar? Is it because it used to have bizarre things? It's spelled the same too. No. Is that? I don't know. It might be spelled the same. Who knows? My sister is the spelling queen. Me, not so much. I have to write it out and then look at it. Thank heavens for spell check. Okay. Going around. See how much glue I'm using? I had a new stick in there when I started this. So I'm already on my second stick. And normally, things don't take a lot of glue. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Whoa. I have a holder for my glue gun, and I probably should, see, there it is. Should put it in there so I don't burn my tabletop. Let's turn it this way. There. This poor tabletop has seen better days. It was a table that we found on the road. Actually, it was our next door neighbor put it out to the road, and with a free sign, and it had 6 chairs, I think, with it. And as he was hauling them out, we were hauling them in. Because at the time, the only dining room table I had was a 6-foot fold-out table and folding chairs. So that was such a blessing for us. And I have replaced the chairs over time, but this tabletop is still the same. And it's a veneer, so it's peeling up, and I keep gluing it back down. But maybe someday. I don't want to replace it now because we use it for Bible study, and I need a table this large. It's hard to find tables this large because it holds 3, 6, 8 people. So it's hard to find a table with 8 chairs. And I don't really need the chairs because I've replaced them with these cloth ones that I have covers for. And so I have red covers for Christmas and blue covers and black covers for different things. I might get maybe some pastel ones. My living room is mostly aqua, so maybe aqua covers, who knows? All right, I need another glue stick. Make sure you have plenty. So I didn't factor in the cost of glue sticks, but I bought, what is it? I bought 30 of them for just a couple of dollars, so I'm sure it doesn't cost that much. Okay. Almost to the bottom already. And I bet this skein of yarn would make at least 5 trees, I'm guessing. And I think I'm going to take my other 2 sizes, the medium and the small, and use this also and make a set. I just think it'll be so pretty. And green yarn, this fuzzy, thick yarn in green would be really cute also. Yeah, I think it would. Okay. It's getting, my hand is getting a little warm up inside this tube with the hot glue. Not bad, but boy, I can feel it. Glad I'm not burning my fingers, because I do have a tendency. That's one of my skills. Burning my fingers, falling upstairs. I never fall downstairs, but I can fall upstairs real easy. All right. So you can see by looking at this, let's see, what time is that? Oops, I got a notification. Hold on. What time is it? So it's been 13 minutes. 13 minutes. How many can I make in an hour? Jeez. Not long at all. Glue strings everywhere. That's the thing though. When you're all done, don't worry about those glue strings now. Just get them all at the end. That way you're not picking at it the whole time. Glue strings kind of drive me a little crazy just because of they feel like spider webs, and I hate spider webs. Oh my goodness. This is turning out way, way better than I even imagined. And you might not have to use as much glue as I'm using, but I wouldn't go real sparingly on it because then your yarn might droop. But I'm pulling it pretty tight across here. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this is. I love it. I can see the shorter ones. Of course, I don't know how the shorter ones are going to look with such thick yarn. They might just look like little balls. But I would like to make a whole forest of these and display them all together. I think they'd be just gorgeous. Not quite sure what my theme is this year for Christmas. Last year it was Winter Wonderland, and I made white pom-poms, the large ones, like large ones, and put them all over my tree, and everything was like crystal droplets and silver and these white pom-poms, and it looked so beautiful. So I might do that again this year, but I also like the red and white, do red and white all together. I think it's I don't know, it just looks more festive and fun. The white and the silver look very glamorous and upscale, and I do love that look also. But I also like the fun red and white candy and gingerbread houses and all the fun stuff. Okay. Almost to the end already, and I think I'm going to be able to tuck the end piece in without a problem. I need another glue stick. My goodness. What was that? 4 glue sticks. That's a lot. I don't know if I'd use any other glue with this. I mean, you can use like a Elmer's glue or something like that, but you'd be sitting here holding it forever until it dried. I think hot glue is just so much easier, just the way to go. Whoops. Almost to the end. I don't know if you can hear the football game in the background, but my husband's watching football, always. All right, I'm just about finishing this up. That might be it. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to cut my end here, like that. And wow, lots of glue strings. And I'm going to just finish it off here, right at the very edge. See if I can do it without burning my Self-Stop. It wants to fall over the edge into the cone. Okay, oh my gosh, 21 minutes. What do you think? Let me get this out of the way. I love it. It turned out super cute without the glue strings. I love this. Oh my gosh, with the wooden star at the top. And I don't plan on painting or staining it. I like the, oh, can't get the finger off. I like the natural wood look better, but I think that would be so pretty on the top, don't you? I love this. If you enjoyed this project and you want to see more of my projects, just hit the follow button at the top or go to Inspire Me to DIY, the number 2, Inspire Me to DIY, because I'm hoping to inspire you to do your own thing, to make your own stuff, to do it way less money and absolutely beautiful. And you can say, hey, you like that? I made that myself. I love that. I love nothing better. I also have a blog, inspireme2diy.com, and an Instagram page. So if you enjoyed this, hey, come over and talk with me, follow me. I'd love to sit down and have coffee with you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.